Nerdrotic, the man who exposes Hollywood for what it is and gives his takes on the quality of the entertainment media that we are getting that has been impacted by this new modern age with all this woke nonsense and narratives that are being blatantly shown in people's faces. And in so doing, he has gained a massive following with viewers that also agree with his takes. But some people can't stand that one bit and want to ruin him. And in so doing so, they end up ruining themselves. And in this case, we have an individual that goes by the name of Grayson, aka Minute Nerd News, and his post on X has been gaining a lot of traction. And it's not that hard to get this traction when it comes to criticizing people that have massive followings. But what I find funny is that Grayson can't stand for what he believes in, and that's his pronouns. He used to have it in his bio, but has since taken it down because of the backlash. And you can even look at the comments on this post and see that Grayson fits the image of this modern audience like a glove, having this person saying that pronouns in the bio every time. And at the end of the day, if you truly don't like someone, the best option is to just ignore that person and move along with your life. But a lot of these people are jealous of the success of others and want the attention. They want eyes on them because it makes them feel a certain way. And before we get into this article, please don't forget to subscribe, like, or dislike. I don't care. It's engagement at the end of the day. It helps a lot, and I much appreciate it. X user attacks YouTuber Nerdrotic, claiming he sells outrage and anger, but immediately reveals he's the one who is hateful. A X user named Minute Nerd News attacks YouTuber Nerdrotic, aka Gary Buechler, by claiming he sells outrage and anger, but immediately revealed he's the one who's trying to sell hate. And it's funny that these people always label people that give their takes, their honest opinions on a subject, whether they're disapproving of that media piece or whatever it may be, as either being a hater or a phobe or a racist. And guess what? We're going to be seeing that exact thing happen when it comes to Minute Nerd News accusing Gary Buechler of those things. In a thread on X that has gone viral, Minute Nerd News posted, Nerdrotic is a piece of S-word that we've allowed to operate amongst us for far too long. He continued, before I focus my attention solely on this garbage, let us first focus our attention on the explanation of what it is he and his little grifter friends do, explained by one of them. He then declared, that's right, folks, they sell you outrage and anger. That is what they do. They make mountains out of molehills to capitalize on an insignificant frustration their target demographic might be feeling and heighten the issue rather than tame it. Next, he posted, no, this won't be news to you. I realize that Nerdrotic has an obsession with the concept that anyone who isn't straight, white, or male might make an appearance or, God forbid, lead a solo project. I don't think Nerdrotic and his fellows have an obsession with the concept that if a person isn't straight or male, that they shouldn't be allowed in it. It's people, it's characters that nobody cares about or likes. When it comes to, let's say, Marvel, look at Miss Marvel, look at Kamala Khan. These are characters that aren't that popular when it comes to the majority of the fan base. Whereas with Black Widow, a lot of people like that character, and we want to see more of her. It's not that, oh, they should be straight male actors being up front and center. It's not that. And when it comes to people that aren't straight, I don't think a lot of people would care if there were gay characters or whatever, LGBTQ characters in these movies or shows, if they were done good. If their writers did a good writing job with these characters that actually made you feel for them, actually made you like them, and then they would later come out as being a gay person or whatever, I don't think that would affect many people. It's that these writers, these showrunners are forcing these characters down people's throats and making sure that they accept them and making sure that they're the most overpowered characters that have ever been seen on screen. That is what's wrong when it comes to this new modern age. As we continue. Next, he attempts to gaslight readers, writing, but of course he has praise for the MCU, but only when it involves movies where the main protagonist is white, male, and straight. Marvel has only experienced one failure in its entire history, as lackluster as some of the box office was in Phase 4, with 2 movies crossing $1 billion. This is simply not true. Caroline Reed at Forbes noted that both Eternals and Black Widow lost money for Marvel Studios. In fact, she claimed in October of 2023 that Eternals lost $52.56 million and Black Widow lost $49.84 million. In April of 2024, Reed added Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania to that list, noting it lost $38 million. Reed also reported in July of 2024 that the Marvels lost 118.6 million. She also updated the figures for Eternals, noting the film actually lost 61.1 million and Quantumania lost 39.3 million. Between the three films, Marvel lost $219 million. And what are we seeing with Marvel? We are seeing them going back to their roots in what made them a successful franchise. We're seeing them bring back Robert Downey Jr. in desperation, playing Doctor Doom, and we're also seeing the Russo brothers return and directing the new upcoming movies. As a comparison point that erased the entire box office profit of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, which Reed reports only brought in $127.3 million in profit. After this attempted gaslight, Minute Nerd News continued his heinous attack, this time accusing Nerdrotic of racism. He's just generally a racist, so much so that at this point he should honestly just come out and admit that he's a white supremacist. This is what I was talking about. These people accuse people that give their takes, their opinions on something, and if it doesn't align with their thinking process, they are labeled as these things. This person is to the T in what people envision this new modern age is. Never mind, he's racially charged comments about Echo. Check this comment out that he jokes won't make it in. Spoiler, it made it in. If it made it in, I probably think he wanted it in. Okay, there's a thing about joking and not, and we're going to see this little clip right here play out.
What there wasn't a lot of was men. Not sure what happened to all the dudes in Wakanda. Maybe they went off to get a pack of Salems and never came back. Oh, shit. I don't know if I'll keep that one in.
You can let me know within that short 10-second clip if Nerdrotic was racist or a white supremacist in any way, shape, or form, but I don't think that is the case. These people are just making things up because that's what empowers them. That's what makes them feel as if they are important. He continues on. He then patronizing him. You are just a little boy with a camera and a microphone. Take that away, and what are you? Racist, homo, transphobic, misogynist, continuing on that train. And what's funny to me is that these people that do the criticizing, they never ever show their faces to the public. They're behind their little screens, typing along whatever they want, criticizing people that continue to show their face on screen. That's the funny part. Grayson would continue on just saying that he hates Nerdrotic, and that he even tried to connect January 6th to Nerdrotic, saying that if this were to happen again, Nerdrotic wouldn't even blink an eye. These people are absolutely insane and crazy. And what I do want to cover is this right here. As noted by YouTuber Price of Reason, Minute Nerd News approved of the burning of American flags and appeared to approve of a potential murder and assassination of President Donald Trump. And these are his tweets. So burning flags is no, that is not allowed. Chaos, pandemonium, insurrection, violence, unconstitutional. However, whatever is allowed is violently breaking into a government building during a hearing, threatening to murder people inside, and those are considered patriots. And this is the portion where he reposted a picture of President Donald Trump surviving an assassination attempt. And these people absolutely don't care about life. If you're on the opposite side of the spectrum in your opinions, your takes, your political beliefs, they would rather see you die than prosper and live life. That's where we're at in today's society, where people just can't seem to reason with each other with their opinions, either respecting one another. And that doesn't mean you have to accept the other person's opinion, but just have a common ground in which you guys can both have a humanely conversation where threats and hate isn't spread. But that is where we're at in today's society, and this is what I have for today. Anyways, let me know what your guys' thoughts on this are in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.